Hi folks, welcome back to the shop. Today we have this Olight Olantern Stretch. Really interesting product here from Olight. It puts out a maximum of 500 lumens. It runs for a maximum of 250 hours. A quick look at the back of the box. You can freeze frame this and see the specs. You can see it puts out that maximum of 500 lumens on the white light, a maximum of 130 lumens on the warm light. It's got a 16,000 milliamp hour battery. So here's a look at the lantern. You can see it has this sort of antique or aged copper finish on the light. It is metal. You can put a magnet on there and you can see it sticks to it there. So really interesting light from Olight here. It's got a dimmer switch here in the center. So if I just turn this on, you can see it has this nice warm light. You can go all the way up to the highest output or back down or dim it down. You can see this green light comes on here at the bottom. Now this light will be green when the charge of the battery inside is between 30 and 100%. It turns red when the battery is between 5 and 30%. And when it's between 0 and 5%, it'll blink red. If I flip this switch though, this is what's really neat, it switches to a white light. And I can switch back to a warm light on the fly. And of course that white light is dimmable as well. I can dim that down. But what I find really interesting about this is they put some thought into this. If you go to that warm light and turn it on, probably can't see it here, but there's some shadows around here that you can see from the light. The shadows come from this grill around the light and from these arms. And you can see there's 3 LED lights here at the bottom that give you that warm light. And there's some lights up top. So you get light from the top and you get it from the bottom. But if I switch to the white light, you'll see it lights up this ring around the light. And because it has that ring around there, it doesn't cast any shadows when you have the white light on. You can see there's no light here out of the top, but there's also no shadows down here around the outside of the light. The shadows go away, which makes it an excellent work light. If you're working on something, you want to see very clearly what you're doing. Now, if you're wondering, the lens on this light is plastic. It's not glass. So it's really, to me, not just for camping. You could use this as a desk lamp or, a lamp in your home, especially with that warm light, that, or if you're really working on something. The other great thing about this light, if you open up the dust cover here, you can see it has 2 ports on the bottom. It has a USB-C and a USB-A port. And this USB-C port can be used to charge up the lantern or to charge up another device. So it really makes it handy as a battery bank. So for example, I can take this USB-C cable here. It comes with a USB-C to USB-C cable that's black, that's in the box here. But I have here a USB-C to USB-C white cable. I'm just gonna plug this in to a high output adapter. You wanna use an 18 watt adapter if you wanna get the maximum charge. And this thing will charge fully in about 5.5 hours. So I'm just gonna plug this into the USB-C. And you're going to see here how the light starts flashing. This red light starts to flash, so you know it's charging. And that's how you can charge up the lantern. So if I unplug this, grab a USB-C cable here for an iPhone, and of course you could charge any smartphone, but I'll plug this into the iPhone. This is just a test iPhone here, an old one. You can see it starts charging. So you can charge up your other devices, including smartphones. And the other great thing about this is they give you that USB-A plug as well. So if you want to do USB-A charging, the bigger, older USB-A style charging plug, I can take this, plug that into the lantern, and now I can charge from that USB-A port. So you have both USB-A and C out, and that USB-C port is reversible. It can both charge the light or charge another device. So it's really neat. You can see when you turn this light on, this green light comes on down here to let you know what the charge level is. It's a momentary light that will turn off as the light is on for a while. You can see here how the light's turned off now. Now the other great feature about this light is you can grab it here at the base, grab the handle, and we can pull up on this light, and it has a telescoping head on it here that can extend up and give you a wider area of light. So especially for that work light, if you're trying to light up a work area, you can see a lot better with that. So it's really an interesting sort of hidden feature into this product. Of course, when you're done with it, you can push this telescopic arm down, and it'll actually click right back into place there. And of course, it also has this ring on the top that's removable. You could back it off of there. But that ring on the top, so you can hang this lantern if you would like, along with the handle as well. So really like this light from Olight. It's really interesting to me. It feels heavy. It feels like a quality light. It does have 4 lithium ion batteries in here for a total of 16,000 milliamp hours. So it's got a heck of a charge capacity in it. Great for charging other devices. Long runtime. Really neat product from Olight. As I've said, I really don't think it's just for camping. You could easily use this on a workbench as a work light by switching to that white light, removing the shadows that come out from the light, extending it up a little bit. And because it's shining the light downward, you could use this to work on different items on a bench. I could see it being super handy for that. In fact, that's what I plan to use it for. Instead of using another style of work light that you angle down, or one of those stick lights in general that you might use, you could use this light. So super handy light from Olight. Really interesting product. I'll have a link in the description. You can check it out. I'm going to have another video on this other Olight flashlight that's come out as well. This is the Olight Prowess. You can see there, similar to this lantern in that you can turn this light on, right, and you get a regular flashlight. But when I flip this switch down here, just pop it down, it gives you this warm light that is stepless. When I press this button, it ramps up and down slowly. See how it dims up and down? Doesn't step through different modes. It slowly ramps through those modes. But just with the flip of that switch, I can go from a flashlight to this sort of downward lantern. The idea, I think, is that you set it here, and you can use this as a lantern as well. So it has a similar feature in this switch that the lantern does. Charges with a typical Olight magnetic charger. It outputs 5,000 lumens on turbo, so it's super bright. Neat light from Olight. I'll have a separate video on this. The Olight Olantern Stretch. Neat product. I will have a link in the description. You can check it out. Let me know in the comments what you think of this lantern. Like I said, I don't think it's just a lantern for camping, even if it's great for that. I think it has a great purpose also as just a light because of its really long run times and the fact that you can go between white light to that easier on the eyes, warm light as well. So very interesting product from Olight. Please remember to like and subscribe. All those actions help me to continue to bring content to you here on the Project Pine Hills channel. And with that said, I'll catch you in the next video.